The United States Embassy move to Jerusalem is historic. Here to talk about it and the biblical significance is Regent University's Dr. Corney Becker. As always, sir, thank you for coming on the show. This move is significant, especially when you look at it in terms of its historical significance. Right. Speak to that, please.
Yes, so firstly, we must recognize that Jerusalem has always been the capital of Israel for more than 3,000 years. There's been an uninterrupted Jewish presence in the city for at least 3,000 years. And so with this move, America's on the right side of history here.
You have spoken, you've talked about that this could potentially set the stage for reviving the failed peace talks between Israeli and the Palestinian people. How so?
So I believe that all true negotiation must start from a position of truth. And unfortunately, when we look at the news that comes out of Israel as well as in Palestine, often that news is not truthful. Mm-hmm. And so for the Palestinians to come to the table, they must recognize that Israel exists, which is a problem for Hamas. Yeah. And secondly, they must certainly accept that Jerusalem is indeed the historic capital of Jerusalem. So that might be a foundation to reiterate, to restart this failed peace process.
To the Palestinians, thousands of them who are right on the border with Israel, clearly will not agree with your position because that is non-tenable for them. For them, historically, from a religious standpoint, they look at it, they look at Jerusalem as their heartbeat of a nation.
Right. This is the problem, right, with Hamas. So Hamas has always said that Jerusalem should not exist, or at least that Israel should not exist, and that Jerusalem should not be the capital of Israel. And so all true negotiation must start from the position, right? Israel has acknowledged that Palestine exists. Israel has said that indeed Palestine should have a right to exist. But Palestine has never returned that favor.
Yeah. How does this align with evangelical Christian beliefs and specifically biblical prophecy?
So Jerusalem is central in the theology of the Old Testament as well as in the New Testament. It is the place that God said he has chosen to pour forth his blessing. He's also said that indeed the descendant of David will rule on the throne of Israel in Jerusalem forever. Evangelical Christians also believe that it is the place where the Messiah will return one day and rule from.
The scripture says that those who bless Israel will be blessed. What does this move mean for the United States from a biblical perspective?
From a biblical perspective, I believe that it positions the United States for greater blessing. Indeed, as I said earlier, this puts America at the right side of history, but it also puts it at the right side of God.
Okay, terrific. As always, providing us some significant analysis from a biblical perspective. Thank you, Dr. Becker.
Thank you
Appreciate
so much.
it.